When I was in college, I read this book called Just Enough Light for the Step I'm On. And to this day, it continues to remind me that when things get too big, when things get too dark, or, I don't see the path forward, all I have to do is just turn on my headlights and focus on what's right in front of me. Right? Follow that white dotted line and stay the course. I remember driving regularly about an hour to go see my girlfriend in college, and often it was snowing heavily. And I had a 85 Camaro, and it was a disaster. When I couldn't see anything, right, the snow was just overwhelming, you get that feeling, right? Should I stop? Should I just pull over, do nothing? Maybe just wait for the storm to pass? Or, I can look at my guidelines, my dotted line, right, the yellow line, and just take it easy, but keep moving forward. And that's a choice. And that's what I did. Yeah, okay, there was that one time that I spun out because it was rear wheel drive and it's Colorado, and who does that? But no matter what, I made it. Every single time I made it to my destination. My dad, colonel in the Air Force, retired chaplain, he used to give me this golden gem. He would ask, how do you eat an elephant? And now my son asks me that every once in a while when I get overwhelmed. He's like, hey, right, how do you eat an elephant, Dad? Look, the answer is so easy to remember, but it's not so simple to apply when you're in the dark. Right? You're looking at this mammoth goal in front of you that one bite at a time, it's hard to apply. But I think that's why this little reminder that you're listening to has showed up in front of you today. You have to remember to look for the light just in front of you. Don't try to see everything. Just focus on the headlights. Right? Sometimes you'll need the brights, right? Sometimes you might just handle that light that you have, but you have to choose to move. And sometimes we forget that we have control of that. And you can use the guidelines to keep you on track. 1 mile marker, 1 bite is all that matters. And when you think about it, it's important to map out the journey so that when you're in the trenches, when you're on that road, when the storm is hitting, the GPS is already set. You're just executing. I'm big on preparing, right? And you can never plan too much, prepare too much, but it gives you that confidence that you're just moving one step at a time. You already have the plan in place. And it doesn't have to be perfect, right? You don't have to get stuck in the squat, as Zig Ziglar used to say, but you're headed in the right direction. And then it's just up to you to keep moving forward, keep going. And you can't let that darkness overwhelm you. So what can we control, right? Napoleon Hill, one of my favorites, Think and Grow Rich, you probably have heard of, says you can either control your mind or it controls you. So make a checklist of what you can control in the storm in front of you. Take a sheet of paper, just write it all down. What can I control in this storm? Then focus on the actions that you can take to make progress and chip away at it. Progress breeds confidence. Confidence will then help you weather the storm. Success is progress. Progress equals success. So just keep moving. And when we think about what we can control, you're the one who has to turn on the headlights. You're in control of how fast you move, how big of a bite you take, how much light you give, what you focus your attention on. So light the way. Focus on controlling what's right inside of you, because that's all you can control, right? What's inside, what you actually do. And soon, you'll feel complete.